We're diving into what to expect with tax refunds. And guess what? Today, we're launching our 2026 edition. Get ready for some exciting insights. So let's talk about what a tax refund really means. A tax refund simply means you overpaid your taxes throughout the year. Here's how it works. Your employer withholds income tax from each paycheck. They use the IRS tables to figure out how much to withhold, but those are just estimates. When you file your return, the IRS compares what you owed versus what you already paid in. If you paid too much, you get a refund. If you didn't pay enough, you'll owe more. Why do refund amounts change from year to year? Well, it depends on a few factors. First, the IRS adjusts tax brackets and withholding tables every year to account for inflation. If the IRS hasn't updated the tables correctly or on time, that could throw off how much was withheld and lead to larger refunds. That's because taxpayers would have overpaid due to the outdated tables. Second, tax law changes. Any new credits, deductions, or other tax law changes can impact your refund. For example, the child tax credit was expanded in 2021, but that's set to expire at the end of 2025 unless Congress acts. Third, your personal situation can change. Things like income, dependents, retirement contributions, or major life changes, like buying a home or getting married, can all impact your tax liability. Why do some forecasts mention bigger refunds? Banks and tax analysts sometimes project refund trends based on what they expect tax law and IRS policies to be. For example, if the IRS didn't fully adjust withholding tables for inflation or new tax laws, many taxpayers might overpay their taxes and get larger refunds. But remember, these are just averages. Some people will see much bigger refunds, others will see smaller refunds, and some may even owe money. Looking ahead to 2026, take-home pay could look very different if Congress makes changes to parts of the 2017 tax law that are set to expire in 2025. For example, if those tax cuts aren't renewed, your taxes could go up and your take-home pay could go down. Right now, nobody knows what's going to happen with those expiring tax cuts. So we're just going to have to wait until Congress decides. In 2026, you'll pay taxes on your 2025 income. So depending on what happens with tax law this year, that could impact your refund next year. And one more thing, a bigger refund doesn't necessarily mean you paid less tax. It means you overpaid and they're getting money back. Your actual tax liability is determined by the tax law and your unique situation. We hope this helps. Subscribe for more tips and follow us for more.